Hello Scorpio and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. It's been a bit of a wild and woolly day here today and the wind has been going through the trees and it's been quite spooky but kind of fun at the same time. And I was just sitting having in between readings, having a cup of tea, snuggling with my dogs on the lounge, listening to the wind, and all these information kept coming through for Scorpio and I'm like, okay, wait for me to hit record. I want to start, I can't, like it just kept coming and I'm like, okay. Right, we're doing Scorpio next and I'll pass on these messages because there is a massive activation happening at this moment in time. It's a once in a lifetime conjunction that's occurring on the 1st of August, can be 31st of July, depending on where you are in the world. And this is the conjunction between the North Node, your sense of fate and purpose, what you're moving towards in life, the Uranus energy, which is the planet of destruction, the great awakener, the change maker, revolution, and also Mars, the action, planet of action. So Mars, Uranus, and North Node are conjunct in Taurus at 18 degrees, which is your opposite sign energy, which means the South Node will be in your sign, Scorpio. And the South Node is all about the things that we're moving away from, the things that we no longer need, things that we may have learnt and mastered in past lives. It can also relate to skills and gifts and abilities that you have in this lifetime. So maybe something like that is coming in. But it's very interesting. This is, like I said, this conjunction, last time it occurred was 2,500 years ago. So it's a major activation point. It's huge. And the fact that it's coming in opposite your sign and you're part of this is amazing. So I kind of get for you that this is a massive sense of letting go, a massive letting go of a lot of old stuff, a lot of past life stuff, a lot of karmic stuff, and a lot of stuff that could be to do with your sense of identity. But it's really grounding you down. It's bringing you back down to earth in some ways and connecting you into your body, and especially with your material, the world around you. So you may be looking around your home or wherever it is that you spend a lot of time going and seeing things at face value now, or seeing people at face value and kind of going, how did that get so old and dusty? Or how that needs a coat of paint? Or, just seeing things through this very different lens is what I'm getting. And you're kind of looking around, evaluating, going, how did I get here? So it's this very big sense of evaluation. It feels like for whatever reason, you're noticing things that you hadn't noticed before, that you were very caught up in another type of energy. And suddenly that energy, it's like the tap of that has been switched off. And now it's like, okay, now you're seeing all the surface. It's almost like if you were so absorbed in your work and then you didn't notice that you need to clean your windows. I should talk. But anyway, at this point, so it's one of those things that I feel like you're looking around and there's a bigger picture energy here with this of how did I get here? Massive evaluation. So lots of big things coming in for you, Scorpio, at this moment in time. So let's pull a card and see what is coming through. So it's just, it's huge and it may be throughout this process that you're evaluating where you're at in life in general, where you're at in terms of where you're living, where you're at in terms of your relationships. It just feels like you've kind of reached, strangely, a midpoint where it's like, okay, where to next? So we have the sun has come out, vitality and joy. Now, we have to remember that we are in Leo season and we've just come off new moon in Leo, which occurred at the end of July. So this reading is for the 1st of August through to the 15th. And so the sun is about your vitality, your joy, about how you shine in the world. But the sun is also the things that you really rely on. We rely on the sun. It's something we need. It's something that you need to survive, quite literally. What are the things that you're needing to survive that you're looking at and going, maybe I don't need all these things that are around me, or maybe there's something feels old and outdated. That's kind of the feeling I'm getting, that it's this sense of wanting to repaint things, update things, buy new furniture, update your appearance, update your friendship groups or your relationship. Maybe it needs a little bit of a boost, or your career, whatever it is. So the sun is this sense of, everything revolves around the sun. What has your life been revolving around at at this moment in time, that you haven't noticed these other things, these peripheral things that are now coming to your attention at this moment. So the sun is a lot to do with the big picture things. It's to do with, where you've been. It can be a lot to do with your health as well, with the vitality and joy. But ultimately, you know, the Leo energy that's around with the new moon energy that's we're coming out of here, and then this huge activation point, it's wanting you to connect back to something that brings you joy. And if you're looking around going, everything feels a bit tired and old, or it just feels like it needs a bit of a refurbishment and an update, or what am I doing here kind of thing, this is where it's saying, what is it that brings you that vitality and joy? What is the thing that you want to be a constant in your life that can be a reliable source of vitality and joy? So, yeah, it's a deep assessment. Thing that's shifting, Pentacle 5, Venus, Taurus. So the Pentacle 5 here, and this is the energy, it is shifting, like this huge conjunction is occurring in the sign of Taurus, your opposite sign, and this is where it's seeing lack. You know, it's where you've been seeing lack, or that it felt like things were lacking, or you're suddenly seeing it and going, this doesn't resonate anymore, or that's missing something. Why did I not notice my favorite jacket's missing a button? Something like that, you know, coming through. So the Pentacle 5, Venus, Taurus, the thing that is shifting is just the things that, like I said, are resonating. The Pentacle 5 can be things that are worrying you around money, like a lack of finances or a lack of value as well that you might be seeing in things. So I do feel like there's just like you've got a very different lens on, like you're seeing the world very differently, and it's, a deep questioning, which is not necessarily a bad thing, because I feel like you're going, right, I want to, what am I going to, I feel like you're about to, it's about to precipitate and activate a big change in your world as to what it is that you want to see, quite literally, because the Sun card also brings clarity. It brings a sense of showing you things very, very clearly at this moment in time. And if you're being shown this Pentacle 5 and going, well, that's not up to scratch, then you're like, right, well, what am I going to do about it? The 7 of Swords, you're creating a strategy and plan. It is all about evaluation. Crossed by the 7 of Wands, the 7s are about evaluation. So your 2 7s up against each other here. The 5 of Pentacles, again, you've got double 5 of Pentacles. So again, it's this sense that some of you might be quite literally wanting to leave a situation, to walk away for whatever reason. So that's something that's coming through. The 2 of Cups, it could be around relationships as well, big assessment of a relationship. We've got the Emperor energy and the 9 of Wands in the near future. The 10 of Pentacles, this is you. You're done with something. The 3 of Wands, this is potentially some good results coming in. The 4 of Wands, which is really nice. And the Strength card, a lot of courage, a Leo energy. So, you know, whenever we're in a particular season, you do kind of work. We've all got the 12 zodiac signs within us. We're working within those energies. So you've got the 2 Leo cards, the Sun and the Strength card coming in. And so the Leo energy is all about stepping into your authenticity as well. So it's almost like it's wanting you to shine from your pure sovereignty of who you are. And with the Pentacle 5, I feel like you're kind of looking at something going, this is not me. This is just not me anymore. So it's like having this courage and strength to make these shifts and changes and step into the things that really are you. And you've got the High Priestess here. So a lot's being revealed to you, but it's like trust your intuition. There's very powerful soul messages coming to you at this moment in time. So the 7 of Swords may require a little bit of discretion. Maybe you're doing something in the background you don't want to tell somebody else about. You've got some sort of exit strategy or plan, because this character is quite literally like creeping away. In the conscious mind, we can see these 2 characters leaving. So it's like, I really feel like you're wanting to leave something behind, or leave a situation, or leave an energy of some sort. Like it's creating a plan, the 7 of Swords. And this is 1 foot in, 1 foot out. So this is kind of like where you're in between. You haven't quite made that move yet, or you're thinking about it and you're working the plan, you're creating a strategy. Whereas in your conscious mind, these people have actually left. So it's almost like inside your mind, you've exited the building already. Elvis has exited the building inside your mind, you've left. But it just hasn't quite happened in real life yet, like in terms of the general reality of the situation. It is crossed by the Seven of Wands, and it's kind of like haven't been able to get yourself in a better position for whatever reason. Maybe there's been struggles with money or finances, or power struggles that are coming in with this, health issues. It's like there's been a struggle that you haven't been able to get on top of with this Seven of Wands, or, it's been struggle to get motivated to do something about this, but it's a matter of like, I need to kind of do something now. The Seven of Wands can be also where you're like, I need my space. Like you're working this plan here and you're telling people to back off and get away. Like you're protecting your space here. It's a little bit of a defensive strategy. Like, I just need to work out what it is that I'm doing here, and I don't need other people to be coming into my space and telling me what to do or to be getting involved with it. This is something I need to be doing. So, and especially because we've got the Emperor energy there as well. And the Aries energy of the Emperor is all about asserting yourself, stepping into your authority. And Jupiter is in Aries at the moment in time. Jupiter is stationing to go retrograde. And so it's very much a sense that this is something you need to do for yourself, or by yourself at least. So it's kind of like other people can have the best of intentions, but it's like you need to have a little protect your space coming in here. So that's why at the base you've got the Two of Cups. There's another person here, or there's a relationship that this is. For some of you, this is like wanting to leave somebody, quite literally. It's like wanting to walk away or wanting to leave. It doesn't have to necessarily be that though. And this could be wanting to walk away from, doesn't have to be like, it's where you're really noticing certain relationships or people, there's something lacking in it, or you're just wanting to kind of detach and move on from it in some way or another. And this doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It can be, but it could be like a workplace where you're just like, you're not paying me enough money, or it's just not resonating for me anymore. It can be groups of people that are coming in. But the Two of Cups is definitely a sense of love. And this can be within an existing relationship where you're going, right, I want to bring in some more love. It just feels like there needs to be a shift and change that's occurring here. And so, it is, if you are looking for love, then it's sort of like it may be that you've been feeling like you haven't been getting what you needed back with those two double pentacle fives coming in. So it's like change of plan, change of strategy coming through. But I think at the base of it, we've got the relationship card. So I think that, it's very much about certain relationships just might feel a bit funky, or they might feel like they're just not resonating anymore, or parts of it, things that you're doing within relationships might be like, why are we living here? This isn't us. Or it could be, it could be, whatever. If you're single, you might be thinking, that's not me anymore for whatever reason. So I just keep getting that this isn't me anymore. And you have to, there's somebody else that you kind of, it's being mirrored back to through somebody else, and maybe you have to consider somebody else. In the recent past, we've got the Emperor energy. So this is very much, there's been either an encounter with a boss or somebody, or authorities of some sort, encounter with a powerful person in the recent past. So, and it may be that you're kind of like, I want to get away from that. So if you've got issues with your boss, it may be you're kind of thinking of a plan of how to deal with this. So it may not necessarily be that you're thinking of leaving your work, but you've definitely got to think of a plan of how to manage and work with this person, because there's a power struggle here with the Emperor energy. This could be you bossing up as well. The Emperor energy could be you just kind of being very assertive with what it is that you want, and very, stepping into your own power, and then looking around going, right, this isn't good enough. So it's very much saying you deserve the best. And I just feel like there's things that have gone by the wayside that you haven't noticed that have now come into your line of vision and attention. So we have in the near future the Nine of Wands. So this is the wounded warrior, a little bit tired because you've taken on a big thing here to shift and change. But yeah, it's like you're so close now. You're so close to the end of this cycle. So just be aware that you could be feeling a little bit weary, soul weary or battle weary with the Nine of Wands, but you're very close, and to just watch your energy levels. You're presenting as the Ten of Pentacles. So this is kind of interesting because this is where I just keep getting the words done. I'm done. I'm done with something. You know, I've put in as much as I can. You know, I've put in the 10. I'm pretty happy with the achievement that I've made, but I need to move on from that now. So there's been some sort of stable or solid achievement that you're feeling potentially you could be quite proud of. You know, I feel like this is the Emperor energy and the Ten of Pentacles, but I just get, I'm done. Like, I'm done with that project. I'm done with this energy. I'm done with this home. I'm done with this job. I'm done with this role. I'm done. And I feel like, yeah, you've done it. Like you said, you've done a good job, but there's been some positive results with the Three of Wands coming in. But this may be where, if you are looking for a new job, you've put some applications out looking for the new. With the Three of Pentacles, this is the young Emperor. Interestingly, right next to the Emperor. So we've got that young Emperor next to the Emperor, and I feel like it's kind of like if it feels like there was some sort of power struggle, or somebody was taking your power, you were struggling to assert your authority. This is where you're kind of like, well, I can't go up against you, so I'm just going to go out and do it on my own. I'm going to, go out and so for some of you, this is like starting your own business, quite literally. You're never going to be, if you're like up against a boss and feeling like I'm never going to be able to be that level because there's somebody in that position already, then I'm just going to go out and start my own business and do my own thing. So however it presents, it's kind of like there's no point butting up against somebody anymore. It's kind of like, yep, that's not going to work. I'm just going to go out and do it myself and do it my way. And so there's some positive results that are coming through here with that. So as your hopes and fears, you've got the Four of Wands, which is moving from the 3 to the 4. It's like, yeah, I want to make sure this is what I really, really want as well. But it's the 11:11. It's a sense of proving to yourself, proving that you're wanting to take authority with something and really proving that you can do something is coming in here. You're looking at it going, right, there's something missing or something that's not working here, that's not resonating. I need to prove that I can take this on. So I feel like that's what you are doing. You're taking something on. So it's not necessarily a bad thing, because this could be where the boss or a very strong, powerful person like a client or somebody's watching you. The Emperor can sometimes be like banks, or some sort of authority that's watching you and seeing if you can do it. So you're kind of proving your point. You're proving that you can do something, which is really amazing. And I think, it's a challenge because it is your opposite sign with the Taurus energy coming in. And we're in Leo energy, which is also a fixed sign, which will be squaring you and squaring the Scorpio energy, which is a challenge as well. So there's challenges being posed to you and you're rising to the challenge going, yeah, right. Okay, maybe the company's not bringing enough money, or we don't have enough money, or whatever it is, there's something lacking here. I'm going to go show you that I can fix this. So whatever it is, these two cards are a little bit battle weary, tired, but also strong. You've proven your strength. You've proven your worth, proven your resilience, and the Strength card. It's been maybe a bold move, a brave move. Maybe it's taken a lot of courage, but you've done it. So, yeah, I do feel like you kind of proving yourself here, Scorpio. Absolutely. Against the naysayers, or against somebody that feels very powerful, powerful energy or force. So we have the High Priestess as the main energy, the overall energy, and she is about trusting your intuition. Really trust. If you have a sense of, right, I'm going to go for this, I'm going to fix it. I can't see that this other person is the person for the job. I feel like I'm the person for the job, proving a point, proving yourself, then go for it with the High Priestess. If somebody's saying, oh, that won't work, that's not the right way to do it, then don't listen to them. Trust your instinct. Trust what your intuition is saying here. And if you are getting very strong intuitive messages about, like, the Five of Pentacles is very much feeling like there's a couple of things here. There's the walking away from a situation, detaching, moving on, which actually seems like the things that are no longer resonating. That's something that's coming through. And then proving you can stand on your own 2 feet, however that's coming through as well. So whether this is you actually quite literally leaving something, or whether you're just still working within this situation and going, right, well, if you don't believe it, I do. And I'm going to show you. So either way, I think, like, through this challenge that's coming in here, you're able to rise to the occasion and kind of prove to yourself how strong you are. Really, there's this validation that's coming through with it, which is actually really fantastic. So I feel like there's just this one card I want to pull out, which is I love life. This is your affirmation card. It is my birthright to live fully and freely, to give to life exactly what I want life to give to me. I'm glad to be alive. I love life. And that's exactly what it is. These Five of Pentacles is life is just not giving you what it is that you want. So it's like, well, what do I want to give? What do I want to put in? It's sort of like you're very proactive about it in order to get what I want from life. And then the Sun, vitality, joy. What is bringing me that? What can I do to love this, to love life that's happening at this moment in time? So there's these real shades of dark and light that are coming in here. You could feel, one minute you can feel this lovely vitality and joy of the Sun, but at the same time we've got the Five of Pentacles, which is not feeling so great. So it's like working through those feelings. So we have, as a message, a charm, we've got the Christ on the cross, the Inri. My goodness. Okay. So it feels like there's potentially been, this is all about issues of sacrificing something, and atonement. There's also the energy of the martyr, where I feel like when you come up against this Emperor energy, which is somebody potentially being a bit of a martyr, and you're just going, right, well, you know what, if you're going to have your little however that's presenting, like it's a bit of the martyr energy is the victim. It's like, this is a victim mentality here that you're dealing with, but you're anything but. You're kind of going, right, well, assessing the situation, I need to take matters into my hands. So it's a very empowering energy that's coming through, but you might be dealing with other people that have victim mentality, or even like face-to-face with your own. I mean, we've all got a bit of everything in us. So it's also like, what are you willing to sacrifice here? What are you willing to let go of? Sacrifice for the greater good. So there's some kind of, like I said, some sort of power struggle that's coming in, that it's like maybe you need to let go of that. Maybe you need to either resolve a situation or just walk away from a situation for the greater good of both you and the other person that's here. So yeah, it's big things that are coming through for you here, Scorpio, at this moment in time, but it definitely feels like there is this very powerful resolution that's coming in around it. So yeah, trust your intuition with that High Priestess, and all will be revealed in good time. So yeah, interesting. And if you are planning an exit strategy with that Seven of Swords, like I said, the High Priestess, all will be revealed in good time. She's the secret keeper. So if you need to keep something a bit discreet at this moment in time, you don't need to necessarily tell everybody all the details in order to enact your plan. That's up to your own discretion as to when the right time to say and do something and let people know what that is. So that's another thing that's coming through with this Scorpio. So that's it. I'm going to take it over to the extended reading now, where we're going to see what is coming in the near future and the future beyond. We're going to delve into this a little bit deeper and further into the future, because it feels like you've proved a point, or you've proved yourself here. You've managed to make this kind of fairly bold move of sorts, or And it's like, where is this all going after that? So we'll look at what energy is coming in with it, where this relationship may be going, or what sort of other people are coming in. So we're going to explore it further into the future. We're going to scratch under the surface a little bit and get some clarifiers and see if there's any. With the High Priestess and the Seven of Swords, I feel like there's things going on underneath the surface here that are not necessarily showing themselves, but it's necessary things. So we're going to scratch under and see if there's any other layers of energy that need to be revealed with the clarifiers, or any other intuitive messages you need to hear. Usually comes in with the High Priestess when she's around. And we're also just going to work out pull some cards about the best way to manage and work with this energy to get the highest potential of it. Because like I said, it is challenging. It's presenting a challenge to you, but then it has a really positive outcome. So it's like, what's the best way of working with that energy to get the outcome that you want here? So that's it, Scorpio. That's all in the extended reading. Would love it if you come over. The link is in the description box below. Usually pin the link to the comments as well. And if this is where we're leaving each other, please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and take care.